Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BANDLAB Plus Coffee. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent BANDLAB track. Today we've got, boom, that's right, Grow by the BANDLAB juggernaut DALTENIOUS. So, without further ado, and as I like to say, to the lab!
Let the music unlock your heart. It's time to collaborate. You're part of the family.
To the lab!
Grow by DALTENIOUS. Reppin'. 455 likes already. Well, maybe that's because this guy's verified in BANDLAB world. 164,000 follower juggernaut. Only following 87 people. One of them's Glass Garden. Y'all should go check him out. From Motorhead City, North Carolina, USA. So, without further ado, he hopes you all enjoy, as do I. Grow. The vibe of the pad with the guitar is a really good start.
Sail to the edge of the world and it broke your heart.
Oh, and we're going to keep it minimal with the claps. Yes.
Sometimes I wish that I could go back to the start. Always thinking of the last thing I said. Thought I moved on, but I'm here instead. Wishing you the best in life from an empty bed.
I love the tension in DALTENIOUS' voice, always.
The hardest part of growing up is growing apart.
Oh, did you hear that bass come in and just really give us that shift? Saying, it's time for the chorus, guys. Boom.
And I see that I cannot be back yet, but the recap is getting to my head. The hardest part of growing up is growing apart.
Where are my lyrics, DALTENIOUS? You're absolutely right.
I blasted off into outer space just to try and get away from the
Really a lyrical writer here.
past, and it's insane.
And it totally is giving me the feels of what it's like to grow up. You don't want to, but you don't realize it until it's too late.
Memories I can
And being back to the claps just makes me happy.
now in a better place, and I'm
But we're going to abandon those for that sick bass. Ready?
the hardest part of growing
Yeah.
up is growing apart.
Ooh, nice ad-libs, buddy.
You leave it all behind to find out who you are. And I see that I cannot be back yet, but the recap is getting to my head. The hardest part of growing up is growing apart.
Oh, man. There is something so real about the content of that song. I mean, most of us just don't even realize it until we're in the thick of adult life. At least for myself, I can only speak for myself. But as someone who is halfway through their 30s, still feeling like I'm someone in my 20s, this song speaks so much truth. The hardest part of growing up is growing apart. We create new relationships. We lose sight of some of the relationships that we used to hold dear because those things that we once had in common, we no longer do. And finding new friends can become a challenge too, because the things that we're interested in are no longer the carefree childhood things. As a kid, you know, my son is 5 and he'll run up to anyone and he'll just play and play and play and be a great friend. And then he'll come back to me and I'll look at him and go, "Hey, bud, what was that person's name that you were playing with?" "Well, I don't know." It's like, yeah, that is cool. And those are the things we lose sight of as we grow up. So let us grow up but not grow old. DALTENIOUS, this song is phenomenal. First and foremost, the minimalistic approach that you took there. 3 things, my takeaways here. The minimalistic approach that you took there in the beginning, where the claps kind of led the rhythm, and you had the synth and the guitar, the acoustic. Really dig on that. The second thing is the vocal tension. I really like how you tend to use the top of your range and keep everything tense, because it makes the song feel like it has energy and spirit and gives us this really great essence of your vibe. Everything is intentional with DALTENIOUS, which is my second big takeaway here. And then my third big takeaway, and maybe my favorite, is the dynamic shift from the verses to the chorus. This was a masterclass in the sense that we didn't need any reverse swells. We didn't need any drops. No offense, I love a good drop. But what we had was this simple clap that drove most of our verse, and the mid-low, mid-range frequencies taken up by the acoustics. And then we get to the chorus, and it's like, no, we still got some power. We can hit you with some power. And that was excellent. So, great track, DALTENIOUS. Keeping the verses simple, the tension in the vocals, and finally the drop or the addition of the really thick low frequencies on the chorus are what made this track for me. So thanks so much for sending me this track, man. Really loved it. Everyone needs to head on over to BANDLAB and follow at DALTENIOUS, DALTENIOUS. And you can also follow DJTatious while you're at it on YouTube, BANDLAB, or wherever you choose to consume your social media. Let's go ahead and leave our comment here. Man, this thing was a bop that struck straight to my core. Totally understand growing up and growing apart. Thanks for taking me to that space in my mind so I could vibe for a few minutes. Boom. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it today for BandLab Plus Coffee. Thank you so much for waking up, winding up, and queuing up with me on another excellent BandLab track, and we will see you tomorrow.